Restaurants, bars and cafes all over Australia are closing their doors during what should be the busiest time of the year as the hospitality sector struggles to fill the more than 100,000 jobs that are currently available. Leading Australian chef and restaurateur Luke Mangan joins me now. Thank you so much for your time, Luke.
Thanks for having me.
Luke, how bad is it at the moment?
Look, pre-COVID, things were pretty tough anyway, due to shortages of chefs, waiters and baristas, etc. But since everyone's sort of gone back home on visa workers, it's pretty bad. There's about 100,000 jobs out there being advertised now. And the sad thing is Australians aren't taking those jobs for some unknown reason. And now we need to look outside the circle, and that is we're speaking to government now to get visa workers back, to get skilled workers back. And that's a real priority because, you know, for example, some hotels in this city, in this country, can only take occupancy of about 65, 70% because they don't actually have cleaners to clean the rooms. Another good example is we've got Glass Brasserie at the Sydney Hilton, where a business 7 days a week pre-COVID, and now we're actually only doing 4 days a week because we don't have the staff to cook and serve the customers, and the demand is there, by the way. So that's the sad thing.
Well, as you say, yours is one of the bigger businesses, and in terms of space, you also have the luxury of that space. But when you're looking at the smaller bars and restaurants, some of them only have, 10 or 8 tables. If you're looking at those little wine bars, can they continue on like this?
Well, I think, with these new restrictions, as you say, those smaller places are the real ones that are going to struggle. When their capacity, as you said, can only have 3-4 tables, etc. So they've still got the same overheads, the same wage costs and things like that. So those things aren't changing. And this is where it's a real struggle for those smaller businesses. And it's not just hospitality, it's tourism and it's retail as well that are going to struggle with these new restrictions. But, we are where we are. We've got to deal with what we've got to do. I think government, if this continues much longer, government will need to support these smaller businesses. And as Treasurer Dominic Perrottet did a good job with small businesses in COVID, he needs to step up a bit more, I think, now with being Premier. Is it
over to the states now, or do we need to be looking at federal intervention and support here?
Well, it was always that sort of state government blames federal government blames state government. So I think state government will certainly assist in wages and things if this continues. Federal might come out and do some sort of JobKeeper, but let's see how that goes. Federal government, they need to act on getting visa workers back and the skilled people back to this country. There's a lot of red tape, and red tape takes about 6 to 8 weeks to get people back from another country into here. And we've got to get rid of that red tape. And the Prime Minister needs to act fast on that. If these businesses are going to survive, because, as I said before, if they're closed, not doing full capacity, that's a real problem for them when their overheads are still the same.
You've been in this industry a long time. Are you worried? Have you ever seen such uncertainty like this before?
Well, the GFC wasn't great. I think what we've all been through in the last 2 years has not been great. There was light out there at the end of the tunnel. Sort of end of November, early December, hospitality, tourism, retail was looking fantastic. And then we get this new outbreak. So I think, it's going to be hard to see. People are scared of travel, I guess, at the moment. They don't know if borders will be shut. Hopefully they're not. People are scared of booking hotels as well, which is a shame. But look, I think perhaps in the next 4 weeks or so, we might see some positivity come through this. It doesn't appear, I'm no health expert, but it doesn't appear to be, as the Premier kept saying, look at the hospital numbers, not the numbers of tested positives. So I'm sort of with him on that at the moment, and that's all we can do at this stage, I guess.
You're opening a new hotel restaurant in February, Luke's Kitchen. How is the staff situation looking there?
Yes, we're opening a new brand. It's called the Kimpton Hotel, which is the first time this brand has come to Australia. And opening a new hotel in these times, well, interesting times, I guess. Luke's Kitchen will be part of all that whole project. And look, we've got some key staff members there, but we do need to employ a lot more. So time will tell with that. February 1st is the planned date, but let's see how things work out with this new trace.
We said in the opener, 100,000 jobs in the sector at the moment. There's reports of poaching, these huge salaries that are out there and everything. Is that the case? Is that really going on?
Look, I'm hearing it is going on, and I'm hearing some people are paying ridiculous wages of, $90 an hour to wash pots and pans and things like that. Look, I really think we've got to take a deep breath. I would rather do a 4-day week business with a smaller obviously a revenue smaller, but manage the team we've got, look after the teams we've got, and make sure they're happy. So they're not trying to, if they are offered other jobs out there, they're not going to take them. I mean, we're very lucky in our establishments that we've got long-standing team members and, they who continue to work for us. And with new ventures coming, that also helps for them as well. But look, if you're raising the price of hourly rates for staff, it's only going to come back and bite the customer, because the customer's going to end up and pay for their meal, for their coffee, or whatever it may be in the wage increase.
And as you said, the customers are there. We are so desperate to get back out and about and support the local businesses in particular. Luke, before I let you go, what is your message to the government as we head towards a new year?
Well, look, I think my message has always been, look after small business. And, the Liberal government, if you look at Sir Robert Menzies, how he founded the Liberal government, was to look after the small business and the hardworking people of this country. And they need this support now. And the restaurant, hospitality, tourism, small business, retail, they need all the help they can get. And let's get the borders open for all these visa workers and skilled workers to come back into this country, because when they come back, by the way, they're getting paid and they're spending money out in the economy as well. So I think it's a win-win for everyone, and I think my glass is always half full, and I'm looking forward to a better 2022, and hopefully restaurants and bars and all retail and small business can survive this.
Yeah, absolutely. We need a bit of optimism. Luke Mangan, thank you so much for your time. We certainly appreciate it. Wishing you all the very best for the new year and the new business venture as well.